Isaac Newton's life is a remarkable tale of scientific genius, personal challenges, and profound achievements that transformed our understanding of the universe. Here's a detailed account of his life. Early life and education, 1642–1661. Isaac Newton was born on December 25, 1642, January 4, 1643, in the Gregorian calendar, in Woolsthorpe, Lincolnshire, England. He was born prematurely, and his father, also named Isaac, died 3 months before his birth. Newton's early childhood was marked by difficulties. His mother, Hannah Ayscough, remarried when he was 3, leaving him in the care of his grandmother. Newton grew up in a farming environment, but he showed little interest in agriculture. Instead, he was fascinated by mechanics and the workings of the physical world. He attended the King's School in Grantham, where he developed an early interest in science and mathematics. In 1661, at the age of 18, Newton enrolled at Trinity College, Cambridge, where he initially studied the traditional curriculum, focusing on Aristotelian philosophy. However, he soon became influenced by the works of modern philosophers and scientists like René Descartes, Johannes Kepler, and Galileo Galilei, which sparked his interest in mathematics and astronomy. The Plague Years and Scientific Breakthroughs, 1665–1666. The pivotal moment in Newton's life came during the Great Plague of London in 1665. The outbreak forced Cambridge to close, and Newton returned to Woolsthorpe. During this period of isolation, which is often referred to as his Annus Mirabilis, Year of Wonders, Newton made some of his most groundbreaking discoveries. 1. Calculus. He developed the foundations of calculus, a new mathematical method for dealing with changes in motion. Though his work remained unpublished for many years, this invention revolutionized mathematics. 2. Laws of motion and universal gravitation. Newton began thinking about the nature of gravity and motion. The famous, though possibly apocryphal, story of the falling apple symbolizes his realization that the same force governing the motion of the planets also applied to objects on Earth. This led to his formulation of the universal law of gravitation. 3. Optics. Newton also experimented with light and prisms during this period, discovering that white light could be split into a spectrum of colors and could be recombined into white light. Academic career and the Principia, 1667–1687. After the Plague Years, Newton returned to Cambridge in 1667 and was elected a Fellow of Trinity College. He became the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics in 1669, a prestigious position. Over the next 2 decades, he continued to refine his work in mathematics, mechanics, and optics. In 1687, Newton published his magnum opus, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, commonly known as the Principia. This work outlined his laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. The Principia is considered one of the most important scientific books ever written. It provided a framework that would dominate the scientific view of the physical universe for the next 3 centuries, unifying the movement of celestial bodies with the motion of objects on Earth. The Principia earned Newton international recognition and solidified his position as one of the greatest minds in history. It resolved key questions about planetary motion and laid the foundation for classical mechanics. Later years and public life, 1687–1727. Despite his scientific achievements, Newton had a complex personal life. He was known to be a deeply private man, prone to intense periods of work followed by emotional isolation. He never married and had few close relationships. His temperament could be difficult, and he had several contentious disputes with other scholars, most notably with Robert Hooke over the nature of light and with Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz over the invention of calculus. In the 1690s, Newton shifted his focus from academia to public service. In 1696, he was appointed Warden of the Royal Mint, where he oversaw the minting of English coins and dealt with issues of currency reform. He took his role seriously and led a campaign against counterfeiters. In 1703, Newton became the president of the Royal Society, the most prestigious scientific institution in England, a position he held until his death. During this time, he continued to correspond with other scientists and defend his theories. Newton also delved into the study of alchemy in theology. Although alchemy was considered a pseudoscience by later generations, it occupied much of Newton's time. His religious views were unorthodox. He privately rejected the doctrine of the Trinity, which was controversial for the time. Final years and legacy. Newton spent his later years in relative solitude, though he remained active in his role at the Royal Mint and the Royal Society. He died on March 31, 1727, at the age of 84, and was buried in Westminster Abbey, a rare honor for a scientist. Newton's legacy as a scientific pioneer is immeasurable. His work in mathematics, physics, and astronomy laid the foundation for modern science. His laws of motion and universal gravitation governed the scientific worldview until the development of relativity and quantum mechanics in the 20th century, but even today, they remain fundamental to understanding the physical world. Newton is often considered the embodiment of the scientific revolution, a key figure in the Age of Enlightenment, and one of the most brilliant minds in human history. His insights transformed our understanding of both the cosmos and everyday physical phenomena, making him one of the greatest scientists of all time.